We'll give it up for Betsy Carroll, everybody. Betsy Carroll.
Hey guys. So, believe it or not, I recently went through a breakup. And yeah, it was actually a pretty tough one. I actually had to have the guy's number blocked. He was like still calling me, even though we were no longer together. And like he wasn't necessarily stalking me, but I had to block him as a precaution, just in case he ever decides to stop calling me. I don't want to know. I don't need to know. I just want to think he kept calling me forever and ever and ever. Yeah, breakups are really annoying like that. You have to call Verizon. I just got retested for ADHD. And in the words of my future cougar self, I still got it. I thought it was kind of strange when, during my evaluation, my doctor asked me to rate my love life on a scale of Kardashians. Kris Jenner being the worst, Northwest being perfection. You know, like, I was like, wow, great question, but like, is that relevant? I don't know. He's my doctor, I trust him, obviously, so I answered. I was like, you know, my love life is kind of a train wreck, so I'm tempted to say Lamar Odom, but it's also really entertaining, so I'll give it a Scott Disick. And he was like, Betsy, that doesn't answer the question. The question was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is it for you to focus during one-on-one conversations? And I was like, Doc, I've been coming here for years, and you don't know the answer to that one? He seemed kind of annoyed, but I know I'm still his favorite patient because during our sessions, he's always saying, fascinating. Like under his breath like that, and then like writing stuff down. Fascinating. What was I just talking about? Oh yes, my love life. Yeah, so I think the ladies know, it can be hard to like meet new guys that are nice and normal. And I know, like, I've spent my whole life just trying to find a guy who is fun and spontaneous, but still responsible, you know, because that's like what I am. And then the other day, it finally happened. I was walking down the street and I slipped on a used condom on the sidewalk. And I was like, oh my God, this is the guy. Finally, a guy who is spontaneous and fun enough to have sex in the street, 7th Avenue, but still responsible enough to like always practice safe sex, even when he's in a rush. And you know, all my exes just wanted to do it in a bed with no condoms, so I could tell that this guy was pretty special. And I thought, you know, I should probably take this thing with me and like make my own Cinderella story come true. You know, go around with my little glass slipper like, does it fit? Is it you? Are you my Prince Charming? But then, just as I was putting it in my purse, a little voice in my head was like, Betsy, this is crazy. Obviously, it's nuts. Like, you think you're gonna take a disgusting condom from off the street and try and track down some guy who is clearly a litter bug. Like, obviously no one's perfect, but that's a deal breaker for me, you know, like, not in my city, not after what we've been through. You want to be disgusting Jerseys that way. I honestly don't even know. I'm proud to say I don't know where it is. Yeah, so I'm still looking for my Prince Charming, and you know, I'm single, I'm 25 and single, but getting pregnant and becoming a mother has always been a dream of mine. Usually I wake up screaming and then take a bunch of birth control. It's actually a recurring dream and I've never missed a day. I just became single and so I also went on the patch, but you know, you don't take down your umbrella just because you're not getting wet. Am I right? Think about it. Yeah, so it's fun getting out into the dating scene. Yeah, so enough about that for now, my love life. I actually have a career as well. I recently worked really hard to become a software engineer. Before I was like on another team at my company, and then I like studied and like did all this shit, and now I'm like officially a software engineer. Is anyone here interested in like tech and that kind of thing? Woohoo! Nice, good for you. Personally, not for me. It's kind of just something I started doing to sound more interesting at girls' night. And girls' night is this thing where I get together with a bunch of guys that I met on Craigslist, and we watch Lena Dunham's masterpiece, Girls. It also happens to be based on me and my friends. I also call it Bachelorette by surprise because I don't tell the guys when I invite them over that there's going to be a bunch of other dudes there. Surprisingly, it goes over better than Bachelor by surprise, which is when you and a bunch of your girlfriends match with the same guy on Tinder, and then one of you makes a date with him and you all show up and are like, choose. For some reason, they hate that. I just went on a first date with this one guy, and then I didn't hear from him, and I wanted to text him first, but I'm really not used to texting the guy first, so I just sent him something casual. I said, hey, I finally got that stain out of my dress. Who knew linen could harden like that? And he didn't respond, so I sent him a follow-up that said, whoops, wrong text. Anyways, what are you up to? All right, guys, thank you so much.
Betsy Carroll, everybody. Betsy Carroll.